What's up, everyone? Yeah, I don't have much else. I kind of like to just get going, see what I can do in the time I have, and, hopefully, I don't know. I was kind of hoping by now I would have had my, next My Thoughts On video out, because, to be honest, a little bit of a spoiler alert. I wanted to have it out by the time Link's Awakening was released on the Switch. But, of course, that release date got broken in a couple places, obviously, and that's kind of really annoying, especially because, well, a thing I mentioned in one of my videos, or not in one of my videos, a thing I mentioned in the My Thoughts On video kind of relied on me having to have that video out before the game was released, but, oh well. Can't have everything. Whoa. That's not looking too good. Right. Here he comes. Alright, time for me to get my Scottish on again. If I even can. I got something to say afterwards, I haven't said it in a while. Oi, Spud Fry! Yeah, I heard. I take it you want to chat and information about this island. Let's start by opening up your sea chat. That fish and probably the female trainer from Sword and Shield would get along nicely, if you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I don't know. I honestly don't like that meme. There's this amazing treasure inside that freezing ring of ice over there. But even if you wanted it and tried to get inside, you'd just be frozen solid as soon as you approach the shore. But if you go 4 squares north and 3 squares west, you'll find the power to melt any ice, no matter how cold. Search for it, small fry. And that's all the info I got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw some more bait on the water for me. Sorry, but that's my policy, Fry. I can't go fighting even on an empty stomach, you know. And with that, I'm off. Okay, confession? I actually got a comment where someone said that instead of me sounding Scottish, I sounded more like Mario. I laughed so hard I almost had a heart attack. I am not kidding. I actually felt like I could actually feel my heart seizing up a little bit from how much I was laughing. I mean, okay, sure. So I could do a bit of a Mario impression. But I don't know. I think concerning how my voice is, I think I could do a much better Luigi impression. What do you think? Do I do better as a Mario or a Luigi? Oh god, I'm remembering all those... I'm remembering my Let's Play of Paper Mario, where in some cases, of course, when I went and talked with Luigi, I used the Luigi voice. I still wonder if I can do better as Luigi or Mario. I guess I got Treasure Chart 1 on right now. Okay, let me see if I can try to be more Scottish. Listen up, small fry, and this is just between you and me. On Outset Island, buried beneath the black soil, there is some serious treasure. I know it sounds like I'm trying to pull your leg, but I'm serious. Try digging there. What? You haven't got anything to dig with? I'd say try using an animal or something. Work smarter, not harder, small fry. And that's all the info I got to offer. I don't think I could do individual voices for each fishman. I couldn't. Anyway, that made me run out of bait there. Ooh, the weather's changing. I'm just glad that the weather changes is all cosmetic. Okay, there we go. Pull my map back up so I know where I am. Oh, sunrise. Right, I never did pull the UI back up. Oh, we have... Uh-oh! I'm getting away from there, yeah. Good to go. Couple more fish, man, and then, progress. Well, actually, where I'm going right now is technically progress. And because of the Swiss sale, I've made, like, record times. Only, like, 5 minutes into recording, pretty much. I figured I'd try and get some more, locations out of the way, because really, why not? I really would like to have a better chart. So tell me, Smurfry, have you heard about the Golden Triumph Fox? There are such things. And that islander has one of these golden items you keep hearing about. If you want it, try asking that huge grouchy-looking stone watcher. I doubt you can even bite the thing, though. You've got skinny arms, Fry. I'm not only in for a got that off. Where was I going with that? Okay, seriously, where was I going with that? I started sounding more like a stereotypical German bodybuilder. I don't know if that really is, the actual stereotype is, German bodybuilder. I don't know. I don't know where these stereotypes come from. I really don't. Actually, I came here at kind of a bad time, because, it's morning, and, well, after this begins, well, you guys know. Yeah, see, I'm not even close enough to the manfish, and it's already put me in the cutscene. Look, Oni-chan, do you see it? What has happened to this place? Here we are, Great Fish Isle. There is something I think I could do here, but I'm not sure if I can right now, or if I have to wait till later. What's the meaning of this? The island is... We are too late. I knew we had precious little time, but I never suspected how little. A great water spirit named Jabin once lived here, but no sign of him remains. I think we know that voice. Hey, it's Quill! I'm glad I at least remember his name. I'll see if I remember his voice. So, you're here. I've been looking for you. Are you, by chance, seeking the Great Spirit, Jabin? I'm sorry to report to you that Jabin can no longer be found here. Just look at how this place has been torn to pieces. I suppose this, too, is the work of the shadow in the Forsaken Fortress. But fear not. Jabin was able to flee this island before it was attacked. He is in a safer abode now. Would you like to guess where that abode may be? On the island where you were born. On Outset. Yet even if you were to go to Outset now, you would not be able to see Jabin. The cave where he hides it is sealed with a mighty stone slab that repels all who try to pass it. Why, not even the pirates with their mighty ship could get in. I must apologize, Oni-chan. I thought if anyone would know of your whereabouts, it would be the pirates. I told them this tale without so much as a thought for the consequences. I don't know what they had hoped to get, but they immediately set sail for Outset Island and tried to break into the cave. It is lucky they could not gain entrance. I have heard that they were last spotted on Windfall Island, but doing what? I do not know. If you wish to see Jabin, I think you better search for the pirates on Windfall Island. What an eerie isle this is. Everywhere else boasts clear skies and calm seas, but this place suffers under dark clouds and rain. Baloo must have been right when he asked me to bring word of Jabin to you. He called this island Cursed. By the way, notice that treasure... Well, I guess you can't see it now, but during my conversation, you could probably see the spikes of a treasure chest up there. I want to try and get that while I'm here. I would counsel against staying here longer than you have to. But that is your decision. I have told you of Jabin, so my task is complete. I know I will be coming back here for some stuff, but I probably wouldn't mind trying to get that right now. So, Jabin has survived. The sea spirit has lived through the trials of many long years. He must have caught wind of Ganon's attack beforehand. If we are to believe the words of the real postman, then the pirates know something about the cave where Jabin hides. Why don't we go first to Windfall and search for them there? Well, I would, but there is one thing in particular I want to check out. And if you were looking up there, as I said, you could probably see the spikes of a treasure chest. Crack, crack. Crap, no, no, no. I had the wind in the right direction. Okay. So, I'm just gonna, like, cruise over there. Now, I do see Beetle's shopship, and I honestly wouldn't mind going to buy something, but right now is not the best time. Very soon, however, will be the best time. First off, I want to quickly go up here. I'm going to get my Deku Leaf out because I'm going to need it. Set it here. Because I'm not dealing with any particular enemies right now. Oh yeah, coming up here, you can hear one of the Koroks. This is one of the places where they go. Yeah, if you talk to one of the Koroks, yeah. I'm not gonna do the voice, because, I would like to just hurry up, get this thing, and get going. But this is the thing we will be dealing with later. Yeah. So we gotta make sure that, we remember to do this. But I'm gonna wait until after I've gained some fast travel before I start dealing with the Koroks and their seeds. But even so, there's probably also some other stuff I want to take care of as well before I take care of this. And that'll come in. This will come into play soon. Alright, so over that way. If you do this right, and I believe this is the only place you can go to get over here, with the Deku Leaf, you should be able to sail over here without any real issue, and claim the treasure. And it is a piece of heart. Alright, oh yeah, I gotta swim back over. I'll see you guys in a sec. Well, actually, no, I don't think I need to, cut this all out. I know where I'm going. Or maybe I do. No, he's right here. That's good. Alright, let's check the map. I am really glad I have my, oh, there we go. Right, because I'm not, I wasn't close enough. Alright, at this point, welcome to the Endless Night. Not much we can really do about it right now. Just note that any events that you need it to be daytime for are locked out until you deal with this. But thankfully, I took care of most of my stuff beforehand. Oh, there's cannons there. There's battleships there. There's a fishman over there. Ominous music that sounds very similar to the theme of our titular bad guy. There we go. Alright, one more I think I'll leave it alone, because I'd like to hurry up and get to Windfall. I know, I'll be coming back here a couple times because of one particular thing. And not just the island itself. Oh, he mentions the thing about Windfall. That's the thing we'll be able to do later. I wonder how long it's been since the light in Windfall's lighthouse went dark. It was quite the grand sight, I tell you. The way that rare light shone out like a shaft of gold through the cold darkness. I used to gaze at it with dear Gilligan. Anyway, I bet that someone could shoot a powerful spark into the top of that lighthouse. It would light up again. Of course, that's just my intuition talking. Then again, you should never doubt a fish's intuitions, Barfry. And that's all the info I got to offer. Yeah, well, there's also the fact that their info isn't exactly the best. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick moment and hop off here to this one particular, if I can get around to it. This one particular shop ship has curtains over it. This is a special shop ship where Beetle basically is wearing some kind of gladiator helmet. Yeah. don't worry, it's not closing down. But we have 3 items that are very expensive. One of which I believe we are able to get, which is this empty bottle. 500 rupees, exactly. Yes, thank you. Because I could use that. The other 2 are out of our price range right now, because the piece of heart here is 950 rupees. And the treasure chart is 900.
Bye!
I need a lot of rupees. And even then, I need both wallet upgrades if I want to get all the stuff I need. Right. No more for right now. I think I've wasted enough. Well, I have one more thing of bait, but I think I can leave it alone for right now. I'd like to hurry up and get to Windfall and take care of the business there. Man, I am so glad I can at least keep track of where I'm going on the gamepad. With how things are, it's actually a little awkward as to my current setup with how I have the gamepad. Like I said, I have it positioned right in front of me while I'm using the Pro controller to, you know, basically do everything. Except for item management, of course. Actually, I remember that, what am I thinking? I think with every purchase of the Wii U, not only did you have a charging stand, but you also had a regular one that you could just use in case you wanted to prop up the gamepad on something. I honestly don't remember where my regular stand is, because I have my charging stand. I just don't remember where my other one is. Then again, I probably put it away with, like, a lot of, stuff. Like, I've got a lot of old junk that I just don't use anymore, and I probably have it stashed away along with all that old stuff. Yeah. So we need to figure out what's going on with the pirates. Unfortunately, there isn't really much else I can do here. I mean, I had a little bit of an audio hiccup there. You probably aren't able to tell if I'm having an audio hiccup. I'm actually having quite a bit of audio issue right there. I hope it didn't show up in the recording. Oh, this letter. This is a hint to getting our other sword technique that I really like, the hurricane spin. Something's going on in there, but there's not really much else I can think of. Actually, while I'm here, let me get the, yeah. Let me get those out, because I can at least come here and go to the potion shop. I figure, why not? I'm here. Yeah. I like this guy. I like his voice. Anyway, let's give him this. Could it possibly be? Did you by chance bring me chew jelly? This is an extremely rare color of chew jelly. Perhaps indicates a new breed. What a fascinating jelly development. I've never seen one on this particular hue on Popper's Isle, a small atoll famous for its robust chew population. But I digress. And the game is afoot, for when it comes to making potions, I am a true artiste. I have been shown something rare. Inspiration bubbles up from within me. Wait for it, here it comes. Again, I love his voice, and I actually like this. That sudden burst of inspiration. I don't know how to put it into words, but it's like... like I said, it's really hard to put into words. It's just a sensation for when you're kind of stuck in a rut in some kind of craft that you're in, and then this new idea comes along. It's like, this is your first big idea. You want to put your very soul into it, and Yeah, it's really hard for me to explain in words. Actually, can I have the first... Oh, right! I did just get a new bottle! So, if my other bottles were filled, then this is perfect. I have green potion! The only place where you can really get it. This is what I think. You can get red potions in Beetle's shop, and blue potions you can get from Hollow as well as here, but of course we need to find blue chews for that. But I'm not going to worry about that. And with that, the green chew jelly is now officially useless. Unless you want to get free refills. But I shouldn't need to. Oh, I had 2 empty bottles before. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna quickly do this. Since this is my first... What the... Oh, I don't know why, for some reason my controller's wet. For some reason my one stick is wet. Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna fiddle with it for a moment to figure out why it was wet. Alright. Now, this is a bit of a lengthy cutscene here, but I'm not gonna bother with doing voices here, because I remembered that thing I was talking about before, which was... I'll try not to speed through this, even though I kind of want to. But I will say this. This guy deserves everything that is happening to him right now, considering... Yeah, see? Payback for that nasty little monopoly of bombs he's been running. And that's good. Because now you can actually buy, you know, bombs here. At affordable prices. After you're done. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I remember that I had a whole bunch of old junk, and I think my other stand, where my other stand for my gamepad is, I always thought it was, like, kind of useless that they had it there, but I guess in some ways it can be useful. I mean, for one thing, I could put it up somewhere, and I wouldn't have to bunch up my blanket just to have it propped up. Yeah, speaking of old junk, I can remember there's a lot of old junk that I just don't use anymore. I even have another stand for my old Wii. It was a charging stand that I could use, that even had a fan for, you know, cooling. Kind of like what I have with my PS4 right now. I don't know, just... I see these things as, like, I like using them and all, but sometimes... I don't know. Yeah, I don't ever see that happening. Gonzo and Tetra. Yeah. Anyway, actually, you know what? Let's make this like a comment question of the video. Anyone who's gotten this far. If you have some old junk that you have, that you don't use anymore, I'd like to hear about it. Like, what do you have that you remember using before? Just kind of have. I mean, I know a bunch of things that I have. Like, I have a bunch of old trading cards. I'm trying to remember what I have. I never had any cards of Magic the Gathering. I never really got into it. Then again, I never really knew much about it, nor did I pay attention to it, so... Whenever I think of trading cards, I think of Pokemon cards, of which I have a lot of really, really old ones. Like, I'm talking first-gen old ones that I have in a tin somewhere. I've actually had a look at them every now and then. And like I said, really old ones. Like, from the original 150. And not only that, I also have, like, a bunch of old Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards as well, and thinking... I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I was never good at it. Like... I can never think of really complex strategies and stuff, and... let me just say, I never really knew how to really play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, my impressions were you had to make it all super dynamic and such, like in the anime. That probably made people think I was a total weirdo. Then again, I didn't really get too far into it. Like, there's so many things now with Yu-Gi-Oh! These days. Like, you got your... It's not just your fusion and ritual summons anymore. Now you have your synchro summons, your Xyz, pendulum, and now link summons. I haven't really been keeping up that much. I mean, as far as I've... Uh-oh. She's aware. She's aware. We've seen that mischievous wink and smile. Yeah. I haven't really paid much mind to it, and I just really can't see myself getting into trading card games anymore. Probably a lot of it due to the fact that when I was young, I was always moving around. Like, just over a year is probably the longest I've ever really lived in a house when I was young and, in, well, elementary to middle school. I never really stayed anywhere longer than a year and a half, because I was always moving around. Okay, actually, I might want to stop here, because this is a thing that Gonzo's mentioning, and you really got to pay attention to this. So, our password here is treasure. There's also a bunch of other passwords. I might put them up on screen real quick. But anyway, you have to say it exactly like that. Case sensitive and everything. You, I'm gonna leave alone because you deserve it. In fact, I'm gonna head back here. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna steal all your rupees, because, yeah. Like the pirates said, this is payback for that freaking monopoly you've had. Where it's like, seriously, 10,000 for 10 bombs. Yeah. You get to suffer. Look at me and look into the eyes. Look into my soulless eyes and see the shame that you have been given. I don't know where I'm going with that. I almost want to stop it here, because I am kind of getting on in time, but... I don't know. Anyway, if you ever do forget the password, the King of Red Lions will remember it for you. It's simple. It's treasure. Yeah. So I don't know if it's random which password... it's definitely random when you start up... Like, when you create the save file and all that, it's definitely random which one it is, but, if it sticks with that save file once it's started, I don't know. Yeah, you have to come here, and then you have to, say the password. What do pirates love more than the sea? Right, because I'm, playing on the gamepad, oh. Right, for some strange reason, whenever I'm doing this on the... with the Pro Controller, I have to use the D-pad. Like, I can't use the, control stick. I almost might... Well, then again, I've had a longer video before. But I would like to just quickly come in here and go to Tetra's room, because there's some interesting things that you would like to maybe point out. One of which is obviously this Triforce right here, concerning 3 certain isles that we have been to. You can see these little scimitar-like daggers that are probably for decoration. And there's also 3 other islands that we will be going to that seem to also make up this Triforce. That from the opening. And that up there, I'm guessing is supposed to be Tetra's mother. There's another one over there that's also from the opening, and... Hey! She's got a picture of, the Orion constellation, and it looks like it's got that red star on it, too. Or maybe that's just the lighting. And then a few other things. She's got some jewels and looks like some perfumes in that. And an empty chest. I don't know, I just felt like pointing that out. Man, it's been 30 minutes. Oni-chan! My old swabby Oni-chan! Oh god. I'm picturing how he addresses him, like, maybe all excited, or he tries to pull that, I'm your superior type of look. Like, he closes his eyes, puts his hand to his chest, and he says, Oni-chan! I don't know where I'm going with that. Anywho, we have to get bombs. And guess where we're getting them from, obviously. And once again, need I remind you, this guy outlives everyone by the time Spirit Tracks happens. Like, if any... Like, depending on how old he is now, he'd probably be, like, maybe in his... I want to say either late 20s to early 30s, which would make him super, super old by the time Spirit Tracks comes along. Anyway, this is a lot harder of a challenge, because, you know, you did have your platforms before, so you could take a moment to kind of plan out your direction and then go that way. Now you actually have to jump from one rope to the next. In other words, you have to pull a Tarzan, pretty much. Or George of the Jungle, whichever one you would rather. Sorry, but the switch opens the gate. We gotta get in there, and we gotta get the bombs. And once I get out of the pirate ship, I'll cut it there for the video. Because, honestly, this is a pretty long video in itself. Probably because of all the times I stopped for doing the Fishman. There's another thing I almost want to do, but if I do it... Oh, right. You also gotta watch those ropes, because not only do they swing, but they move. That actually threw me off a bit my first time doing this. And it can probably throw off a lot of people, depending on if this is like your initial playthrough, or if you haven't played the game all that much. Me, I've played this one quite a lot.
Yep.
Probably make it with this one. Oh, yes. Perfect. Yep. We are a much better pirate than you would ever be. That's why you went to doing, slideshows of stuff. Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be busted after this, but, you know, a promise is a promise. We are the best swabby of all time, so we can now get the bombs. Not like we'd really, I don't know. So, shall we say... bombs away? I don't know where I'm going with that. I seem to say that a lot. I don't know where I'm going with that, or anyway, or just straight up, I don't know. Alright, not only do we have that, but we will also have our very own cannon! Which means finally we're no longer defenseless at sea. Well, actually, we weren't that defenseless at sea. We can at least use the boomerang. But I still rather the... By the way, I like how Nico actually reacts to this, too. Yeah, see right there? He actually reacts to the fact that you pull out the pirate charm. As well as hearing Tetra. Yep, that was me when I was younger. That's why I didn't really get into more strategic stuff like Fire Emblem or trading card games. Yeah. Going back to the trading card games, the one card that I really, really liked, like one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I really, really liked, that I never even got to use was Dark Paladin. I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. It's the fusion of Dark Magician and Buster Blader. I really love that one. It's like, I saw that card and I was like, I wanted it so badly. I still have it too. I got it in, not like in a card binder or anything, but I got like one of those plastic flat cases that you can just slip a card into. And I would never take it out of that thing. I really wouldn't. I love that card too much. It's like, I'm basically treating it like, you know, a nerd treats, like, a super mega type of nerd. Like, Super Paper Mario Francis level nerd. Where it's like, if you don't have it in its packaging or something, then it's not worth anything. You know, one of those types of collectors. Wow, this is a long video. Yeah, I think I'll cut it here. Actually, one last thing. I don't need to break all these barrels, because really, it's not gonna do much. Just to rub some salt in the wound, I'm gonna lock him in. Alright, I'm gonna cut her here. I'll see you guys outside, where we will continue to where Outset Island is, as well as maybe do a couple things along the way, now that we have bombs.